Hi everyone, it's Bald Batman. Hey, I am so glad that I'm back talking to you guys. I've taken a little respite. Actually, I've been really too busy. I've traveled across country from Phoenix to Wisconsin and spent a week in Wisconsin, family event, and I had a really great time getting to know my grandbaby, Jason. And Jason was baptized on the 18th, and I spent that weekend with my daughter and just had a blast. Just a wonderful, wonderful time with her and her new baby. And after I was done there, my sister in law had me visit for a few days, and that was in La Crosse, Wisconsin. So another 4 hour drive from where I was at. And that was a wonderful time. Got to know some family a little better and spent some time in a camper. And that camper was very, very, very cold. Don't stay in a camper in April in Wisconsin without heat. It's very cold. Don't do it. Anyway, so I spent 4 days there, had a blast. And after that, I traveled to Oklahoma City and I'm now on my way to my daughter's in Albuquerque once again. So, Phoenix, Albuquerque, Dallas, Oklahoma City, Baldwin, Wisconsin, back to Minneapolis, St. Paul, to La Crosse, Wisconsin, Oklahoma City, Albuquerque, Phoenix. Yeah, that's about 5,000 miles for all you people that want to do the math that I'm going to be putting on my wonderful Prius by next, I guess Tuesday or Wednesday when I get home. Not sure when I'm gonna get home, but actually it might even be this. So since I got back to Oklahoma City, Saturday morning was my last injection. So P2 is over. Over. That looks really freaky. Haven't had any hunger pains yet. Um, I had a salad this morning or this afternoon, and I had some rotisserie chicken in the hotel here a little while ago. I know that's not the best, but traveling does not work on this diet. Um, I bought a George Foreman, and that helped somewhat after struggling for about a week and uh, keeping the vegetables fresh. And I mean, it's just literally almost impossible. So, you guys that are newbies, that's what some of the people call you guys. You guys that are newbies, try not to travel. Try not to travel. I lost, or I released, um, basically 38 pounds while during the first 24 days and of P2, my first round, and I went from 395.4 to 358.4, I believe, or something like that. And then I had a long, long, long stall. And that was prior to the trip. It started prior to the trip. And I was at 358, 357, 356, 358, 50, 55. I mean, just all over the place during that stall. And I was doing the protocol perfectly, had no slip ups, no stupid cheats or anything else. And that lasted for about 9 days prior to my trip. I began my trip, continued the protocol for the next 4 days before it broke, and I got down to about 352. And after that, I left a structured environment. Up till when I was in Dallas, I was really good, but after that, I did have some cheats, and they have pretty much stopped my progress. So I've went from 352 to 355, 352, 354. I mean, since then. So I've settled out at the end of this cycle at 351.1. So all told for the first round was 44.3 pounds is what I released this cycle. And I really think it was the long stall killed me, and then the trip just doesn't work. don't try it. If you do, unless you've got tons of willpower more than I, when you have family and friends and nowhere to cook and no place to store your food. And I mean, just think about all the problems that you have. Even going to restaurants, I ordered the proper things at times, and it just doesn't work. So I encourage you to stay home. And those people that have um, traveled in the past, you will probably agree with me, although some of you have better willpower than I. Because when I get around family and large events and uh, eaten out a couple of times, like one time I had a chef salad with blue cheese. Of course, that's horrible, right? And just a couple of little things like that. No horrible cheats. I didn't have horrible cheats where I just went crazy, but you need to really try to stay home and stay in a structured environment when you're on this protocol. That's the best way to do it. I had no issues at all until I was on the road for over 6 days, and then I, and that to be honest with you, everyone says they go through stalls, and I really believe they do. But when you go through a stall and it lasts into a non-structured environment, that just is really hard. Now, Diane actually went. Diane's another person on Facebook that Diane Stringham actually. She she did something that now I really wonder if I should have done, and that was she took a break at the 21-day point, and her and I were on the exact same cycle, and I kind of discouraged it at the time. I said, "Come on, don't do it." But Diane took her little break over Easter, and then she got back on the cycle, and she ended up losing more and more. So I don't know. I don't remember what her total was for her first round. I believe it's her first round, but I know for a fact that she had a great second part of the 43-day cycle. She ended up on the same day I am. So look at her numbers on Facebook and try to figure out. Follow her if you run into a birthday or something you really want to celebrate over that period, like she did over Easter, and I believe that's the reason she took her break. That's a very wise thing to do, um, especially when you consider the 11-day uh, nothing, the 11-day stall I had. That was, I mean, I had handled it fine. I wasn't frustrated. I wasn't upset about it. But it does get old when you're eating exactly like you're supposed to, and you're doing everything that you should, but you don't lose weight. However, if you look at my first video and then you look at this video, you'll find that most of my triple or quadruple chin is gone. I have released a lot, although it might be a little distorted because of my haircut that I got. But continue to work at it, continue to work hard, and listen to those people that you find on Facebook and YouTube that are such tremendous support. Because without those people, I don't know if I would have continued for my entire first round. It's so important. Thank you guys so much. And I'm I'm in New Mexico right now. I'll try to post in a couple more days, give you an update. I'm looking forward to being able to go to P3, because when you end P2, you have 72 hours um, after your last injection that you have to stay on the protocol as if you were on P2. And so that's what I'm on right now. I haven't had a lot of hunger pangs, but I am looking forward to adding the rest of P3 in here. So you guys that are following me, thank you very much. And I'll try to catch up on all your videos. I'm sorry I've been on the road, and with friends and family, it's almost impossible to find time to do things like that. So you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you so much. You rock. Yes, you rock.